Hello. Welcome to the Mystery Box event. It's sponsored by my Peddler's Alley. I'm so excited, you guys. It's like I have that nervous thing, like I have to pee, um, that I haven't had in a long time going live. I'm just sharing myself out to one tiny little place. Um, that's how excited I am, though. So much fun. So much fun. So I have got to watch a little bit of everybody today. And it's funny because, let's see, there was Lisa and then Christy, and neither one of them had gotten their box because of the weather. And then Christy, and then Anne, and then Patsy. And I believe that they all had their box, but every time, by the time I tuned in, they'd already opened it. So I haven't even got to see somebody open a box yet. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Heidi. Hey, guys. Everybody is making such gorgeous things. I'm so excited to open my box here. It feels like it's stuffed pretty full of goodies. So yeah, like I've watched everybody, but I haven't got to see anybody open a box. Oh man, Patsy's thing is gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Christy. You guys, thanks so much for hopping on. Hey, Capri. I'm happy you're here too. I haven't seen you in a while, it seems like. Let me see. I know that Lori is putting me over into the Crafty Bunch. So I'm just kind of going to take a peek here and see what's going on. See what's what. Looks like I'm over there. Looks like I'm over there. Hey, Lori, thank you so much for sponsoring this event. This has been amazing and very, very generous of Lori from my Peddler's Alley to do this. Okay, let me get back over here. And oh, awesome. Thank you. Okay, let me switch cameras. You guys don't want to look at my mug. Oh, it's still pointing. You're still looking at my mug. Okay. Let's go like this and like this. There we go. There we go. Ah, okay. Here we go. Let me grab my little knife here. If I was saying that every time I tuned in, by the time I got there, everybody had already opened their box. So I have yet to see somebody open their box. Hey, Jeannie. Oh, aren't they? They're doing amazing projects. And I want to let everybody know that there is still, after me, Jenny from Rose House Crafts, Heidi with My Joyful Artistry, Cheryl, Celeste, and Nicole. So we're only halfway through, not even quite halfway through. So there's lots of goodness here to come. Okay, make sure you guys can see everything. Oh, you know what? I'm going to flip this around. If that's going to bother you, close your eyes for a sec. There we go. There we go. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Jennifer. Okay. Look at how pretty. I saw Christy use this paper. And I know that she did everything a little bit different. Like they're not all exactly the same. So those of you that have got to see the opening of everybody. Oh, some crepe paper. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at all of this. We've got a library card envelope. A little glassine type envelope. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. You guys, I don't know if you can see how fragile that is. Oh,
Oh, these are great. These music cards, like card catalog cards. Is that what they are? Tune decks. Yeah, I've seen these. I've seen these on her site. Y'all know how I am about music. What's the name of that song? How cute. I'm going to go through this. Like, hi, Daryl. Hi, Glenda. Hey, Pam. I'm going to go through this and really take my time. This is a time card, right? Yeah. Oh, look at this envelope. That's interesting, isn't it? I don't think I've seen them this long, but not this narrow. Okay. So in preparation, I prepared several like surfaces because I have an idea of what I'm going to do. And my husband was like, how do you know what you're going to do if you haven't opened it? And I'm like, well, these cards are really cool. I mean, they're nice, sturdy, thick file cards. I don't want to cut this. But doing mystery boxes is totally one of my favorite things. But also, it is very like I definitely feel the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because you kind of gather things to be ready, but then it's like you've gathered everything but the kitchen sink, right? Hey, Cheryl. Hi, Lori. Okay, so this, I believe, is some vintage gauze. Not that I have my Peddler's Alley website and goodies memorized, but I do look at it quite a bit. And we've got some nice buttons, a green and white doily. I love that color. This little back plate. That's pretty. Some flowers. Oh, look at that bow. Sweet, sweet bow. You guys, all of these items are on my Peddler's Alley's website, her Etsy site. A mother of pearl buttons on this pretty gold safety pin. That is adorable. I actually think I have this. See, my problem is that I tend to save things. Some beautiful cheesecloth here. Some crepe paper. Oh my gosh. One of these amazing cabinet card bases. Isn't that cool? And a vintage dictionary page. And then, of course, this gorgeous, I'm going to guess that this is some vintage wrapping paper here. And then, we can use our box too. So let me show you what Oh, Tammy, definitely go and check out her Etsy store because she has things in there priced from $4 to $24. Like the range of prices and items that you can buy there is there's something for everybody and there's something for every budget too. So like, you can pick up a few things at a time, you can buy a bunch at once. Her shipping is always very, very reasonable. So you can spend as much as you want, really, and supplement the stuff that you already have in your stash. Okay, I'm going to show you the few things that I prepared. So I used a couple of canvases. Now, honestly, these canvases that I have here in my stash are a little bit bigger than what I remembered. I went ahead and grabbed them, though, because my thought process was when I was a little girl, my grandma had these oval frames, and they, why does that look weird? You guys can still see me, right? Okay. She had these oval frames and they linked, like they each linked to the other. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything like that. It's My Peddler's Alley, Tammy. It has a MY, my, in front of it. I imagine that somebody will put the link in here. I think I've seen that a few times. Hi, YouTubers. Thanks for hopping on. Um, hey, Phyllis. But they linked, and she had like all of her kids and her grandkids, and they linked, and she would let me play with them, which, I guess that's because it's grandma, right? Grandma's always let you play with stuff that maybe mom didn't. And so I would unlink them and link them back. So my idea was to kind of do something that would have a ribbon running and then have um, a different kind of picture collage on each item. So I prepared these just with some beige paint that and some bronze metallic is how I did these, and water. And then because those were so big, I went ahead and grabbed these and just used like a mixture of Mod Podge and paint to kind of tone them down a little bit. Yes, Tammy, that's right. That's exactly right. Um, so I think what I'm gonna do is put together some layering and do some things where we can kind of, you know, like link the pieces together and have them to where they kind of hang down. So I grabbed some pictures here. See, isn't she sweet? And look, are these ladies not? They're so sassy. Look at them. It's like Bonnie and Clyde going on over there. Thanks, Lori. There, Lori put the link in. There it is. Like, I love them so much with this car. Let's see. Yeah, when you are in a mystery event, I feel like the pressure is on. And I'm not a planner. I am not a planner. Wasn't that a wide river? Let's see, what were the name of these songs again? Can we tie these in? West of the Great Divide. What's the name of that song? I've got her standing by a lake, and she's pretty cool looking. Okay, let's just start layering some things here. And I also, grabbed a token fella. Even though I like to, hey, Lisa, I like to mess with the women mostly. And then these women, let's see, with their furs and their hats. I mean, isn't that amazing? I love it. So I'm thinking we're going to have to do the whole Bonnie and Clyde theme here, but just Bonnies. But just the Bonnies. Okay, let me get those out of the way. And I'm going to start layering some stuff. Love the cheesecloth. Cheesecloth is always an amazing layering. And I have this, and this is actually from my Peddler's Alley, and I was thinking with the black and white that perhaps this might be what I use to put them all on. And I think I like this one because it's more of a cream and black instead of white and black. So I am going to go ahead and grab it because I like to have the items that I'm going to use around me to inspire. And lately, not going to lie, I have been so into just kind of a monochromatic thing. Ah, exactly, Callie. Hey, Marilyn. He's your token fellow. That's awesome. Yes, I love the black and white. Like I said, gosh. Oh, and look, this is totally, you could do it either way. You could totally do that either way. Ooh, decisions, decisions. Okay, so one at a time. One at a time, Michelle. I kind of like this with her, and then let me look at my dictionary page. If I can, it's not any big deal if you can't, but if I can kind of tie in any words or anything like that, I like to, just because of the subtlety of it, I think it's fun. Gluttonous, gluttony, glutton. Let's see. Glum, glur, glut. I didn't even know those were words. Nope, but I do like that flower. So let's do this and this, and then I'll use that flower. Okay, so I think I know what I'm going to do. And I am going to tear. Sometimes when you're, for me anyway, when I'm creating something, I just have to try not to think too long about what I'm tearing up. About what I'm tearing up. So this one, I am going to tear this again too, right here. I need to see them. The glare from the light. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Get my scissors out. Start layering. Let me also grab, let's see. Oh my gosh, though, look. How the greens are a little bit different. I'm pretty sure that I have a that's purple. Let's see. I'm like, I know I have some black and white. Nope, that's all too bright. Okay, that's not what I want. Sorry, guys. I know that I'm right in your face here. I'm going to grab my container of... I can grab my container of these hankies and just see here. Just to see here what I can come up with. I want to keep it very, if not black and white, then it needs to be very neutral. Look at that. Wow, that's cool. Do you guys forget what you have sometimes too? This is a collar. I'm just grabbing options. I knew that I would, there's some that I've dyed, it looks like. It's kind of hard to find black. Of course, I can use part of the stuff that I'm going to use to put it together. Okay, so let me grab these. I'll put these back. These back. I have a black and white. Do you guys ever, you know, when you're looking, you have something in your head and you see it often? So like I can see it in my mind's eye. But of course I'm not finding it. I'll find it when I'm all done. Put all these back in here. They're wood. They are like so you can make a banner. So you could either do it up and down like this, or you can do it side to side like this. And I've used them for Christmas things in the past. And like, you know, just joy or whatever. And you can put them across your house, you know. Hey, Missy. Yes, that's right, Capri. So, okay. I like that. Let me... Oh, I left some of the color ones out, didn't I? Take a little bit of this. Not gonna need a lot. That. Yeah, I think we need some of that too. Maybe not quite that much. These kind of look like fishnet stockings. That and that. And I want black, something black. Something black. So this right here is pretty much, I'm just cutting this, I'm just lobbing a hunk off. It's pretty much pure white. So I'm going to do the thing I do with, let's just grab. Use whatever color ink you like. This is sprayed burlap. And I'm just going to make this to where it is not pure white. It is still, let's see, we might need a little bit darker. Sorry, guys. Isn't that funny, Linda? Yeah. Exactly, Pam. That is exactly right. I'm wanting my ground espresso. There it is. And when you do this, like you can totally make your own color just by mixing your inks. Sometimes I really like the peachy pink color, you know. And if you just take your pinks and some peaches and some tans and mix it all together, then you get the color you want. I feel like this ground espresso has a real purpley undertone. So one thing that you can do is like, oh, my glues are in front of my ink. You can grab like your mustard seed or a yellow color. I feel like Vintage Photo has a very yellow undertone, but I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow on here too. And that will counteract that purple that I see. People see colors differently though, you know. And there's really no sense in, I've seen people kind of argue over it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Okay, there. I like that. I like that. My little mat here has been going through the ringer lately. So I am going to kind of set this aside. Put it on a paper towel. We'll build up a little bit of the other circles and then come back to this. Maybe. Nope. Now I got to dry it because you know how the oxide stuff will kind of change colors as it dries. I am afraid maybe that subtlety is not going to work here. This is a, you know, it's like a synthetic fabric, so it's, you know, different than sometimes that picking up that ink and water like that just will really take. And this time I think going straight in with the color is the way to go. Okay. Let's see. It's got like the sides of it are like what would be your selvage on your fabric, you know, so it's not gonna really fray on that side, but we need to rough it up a little bit. So I just took some little nippers out of it. I got to try it all the ways.
make sure that I'm square up with these holes because that will be how it hangs. I have to look at it in the yeah, I like that, I think. Okay. Well, my neighbor's taking his motorcycle out. Sounds like. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I mean, it's only 18 degrees. Okay, now we have her. And what did I say I wanted for? Oh, I was going to use the flowers here. I just put my ruler up, I thought, in preparation. Oh, there it is. This looks like it was in an album. I do not necessarily want. That white border. Where is that crepe paper? And that glassine envelope. That is a really, really beautiful texture. Let me grab both of those. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Look, this says, wasn't that a wide river? Duh. Obviously, that has to go here. We can still use the flowers, but... There it is. I'm like, where's the crepe paper? You guys could probably see it the whole time, right? So I am going to grab... It's like Jenga over here with my inks. I'm going to grab this black suit and just do a little grunging up of this. I don't know that I have black in the Distress Oxide, and I like it better usually because, you know, I can use water with it. And I'm kind of finding the whole, I think I'm into the black and white
monochromatic thing, because it is a bit of a challenge when you're used to using color, at least for me. I'm finding it to be challenging. Oh, and you know what? I have a smidge of this black and white wallpaper left that I might have to, I might just have to put a little of this on everybody, on each of these circles. Okay. Okay, I'm getting so far ahead of myself, like I'm having ideas faster than I'm executing. This little glassine envelope. Okay. Clear a spot. There. There. A little bit more room to work, and you guys can probably see much better too. Wasn't that a wide river? And I'm going to tear her down just a little bit more even. Woo, Lord. I gotta take my cardigan off. If you guys are like me and you're of an age, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold, right? Okay, I was gonna say, I thought that there was like a boat kind of situation, and since she's on a river there. So that is going to become basically see-through. See if I can do this without. And I want some more of the either the cheesecloth or that. I might use the gauze to put it all together. No, I was going to use the black and white. Oh. Did I say, oh Lord? Oh Lord! I kind of sound like that song when I did that just then, too. I still can remember we would go camping and there was an 8-track in the camper, you know, one of those over the bed of the truck, you know, where the bed was there. And of course that's how we rode to the campsite because there were no rules in the 70s. And okay, I like that. And I think that takes care of the black, but I want some of that, of this too.
it is. I'm like, what did I move it to? I kind of like how this doily cuts up and it just makes like this kind of ladder thing. It'll probably end up going up there, but I'm going to move on to the next one so that I can get them hopefully all buttoned down and attached with that. Lovely. Lori, if you're on here, I don't know what this is called. I mean, to me, it's like webbing, kind of like what, but it's not that thick. So I'm not sure. It might just be called ribbon on your website. I don't remember, actually. Okay, now this one says West of the Great Divide. And I want to think about how I want to. I think I want the title. And I like that 75 cents. Don't know that it'll all show, but like I've got it behind the pictures, but honestly, you could. I want some of the love that is strong must abide, blessed in a nest in the west will find rest west of the great divide. That is a mouthful. Are you guys enjoying today? I think it's been amazing. Oh, I can also use, because I think if you're doing monochromatic, then a metallic is fine. You know, it's like it doesn't quite count as a color. So I think I like that. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and glue that. I was born in 1970, so I will be 56 this year in August. I'm the youngest, and I think that kind of makes a difference. So if you're born in 1970 and you're the oldest sibling or the oldest, you probably don't have the same memories as if you were born in 1970 and are the youngest, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm saying. So where I'm covering up these holes, I'm not going to worry about it because I will just poke through, or I will just do the ribbon along the back, you know, and not worry about the holes, just kind of act like they're not there at all. I wonder, I mean, you don't know unless you try, but I'm wondering what would happen
I'm going to try and maybe put that on there. Let's see. I mean, worst case scenario, I hate it and I can just rip it off. I'm going to put it somewhere where it's not like, in going to be a problem if I have to tear it. I am. You tell that to my niece. Oh my gosh. Last night, my husband and I went to a concert. And it was a Tom Petty tribute band. We had so much fun. Like, it's hard to imagine the catalog of Tom Petty, I think. I have loved Tom Petty forever and really thought that I listened to him a lot, but I do, but I can see where I have forgotten some of the songs. There's that, and I think we'll do a little cheesecloth again. Get that out of the way. This cheesecloth, you guys, it just feels, I can't even explain. This one has the edge on it, but I'm okay with that. So it doesn't really need a whole lot to show out there. Where is... Where is my other black and white ribbon? Because there was a third kind. Do you guys see it? Where's it at? Hey, Kim, how are you? What did I do with it, y'all? I guess I could use like this, maybe. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I was just thinking I would use the other option on the black and white too. There, okay. So I'm going to go back to the first one. What time is it? I got 15 minutes, 14 minutes. I think I'm going to decide to ignore the holes on here. So yeah, it's funny because we were sitting there at, we got there because we're old. We got there early. Do you remember when you would show up late to everything? Anyway, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like my cousin's husband up there at the concession area. And then I was telling Tommy that, and then a little while later, I look behind me, and there's my cousin and her husband sitting right behind us. So that was fun. I said, I can't remember what I said, and she was like, we don't get out much. And I'm like, yeah, we don't either. I want you to come down a little bit because I want that covered. I don't know that you guys can see this picture as I just love those ladies. Kim, you act like that's a job that's ever going to be finished. It's not, I don't think. The other day when I did that concert thing, I used the Fabri-Tac on the back of one of those tickets and it discolored the front. And these black and white photos are fairly, I'm not going to risk it with the Fabri-Tac. I'm going to use art glitter glue is what's in here. Oh my gosh, y'all, I forgot about that glassine I was going to use. Because I'm teasing you, Kim, because I want to say it's been, I don't know, a couple weeks that you've been saying that, that you're sorting your craft room. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay. I'm going to go to her. What time is it? Usually, generally speaking, on stuff like this, these kinds of projects, I feel like you can continue to add and do things, you know, it doesn't have to be done, because I'm sitting here going, okay, so she sent me those beautiful mother of pearl buttons, and honestly I have some black glass buttons with those mother of pearl buttons that I think would be awesome. Mm-hmm. Maybe I guess it's just gonna have to go right there. That just seemed obvious, but and so I wanted to make sure it was the best option. Okay, I just thought of something. The other the other circles have the music notes, so I want to add a little bit of music to this one too. It doesn't have to be a lot, but I do want there to be a note. Eight minutes. You guys, Jenny from Rose House Craft is up after me, so be sure you're refreshing your page. This is going on until 8 o'clock tonight, is when the last person it finishes. And I will definitely, I'm sure everybody will be posting their finished projects. Inside the Crafty Bunch. And you know, tomorrow, somebody already mentioned, is the first group to do the signatures, do the first signatures for the Journal on a Journey, the boho group. So I will see you guys again tomorrow.
Can you guys hear my husband? I don't know why it cracks me up when he's talking to the puppy. It makes me laugh. You guys probably can't hear him. Oh, I'm sorry, Capri. It is art glitter glue. I just have it in that thing because I don't know. Those metal tips that come with that glue are great, but I always see they don't seem to last. They don't seem to last for me. I never did use that glassine envelope, and I just really love it. We're just going to have a little bit of a torn corner there. I like that. I like the combo of the, this is just one that I use for neutral, so there's probably vintage photo, faded burlap, all kinds on there, but I like the combo of the black and kind of beige. No, I'm not going to tear that. This one's just going to stick off a little more. I think that's okay. Oops. And I'm only using paper glue on these photos because I don't want the Fabri-Tac to do some irreversible damage to that. All right, I've got 4 minutes. I am still going to have to put something over that hole on her. But let me, I'm going to lift you guys up just a little. I know, isn't that car amazing? And those, can you see the woman in the passenger seat? Those 2 ladies are like, say something. They are daring you. They're daring you, Nicole, to say something. Okay, so this, and then like this is how I see it hanging. I'm thinking I like there to be room enough in between, but I will probably do just like a banner cut on the bottom, a dovetail cut here. But you know, I could layer things behind the wood piece on here even if I wanted to, or I could still thread ribbon through these and tie it like, you know, like even just some of this, you know what this stuff is, right? Why can't I think of it? Seam binding. Some of this crinkle seam binding could be in there. I have some in cream too. So I'm thinking that there might be more being added here. I'm going to give myself plenty of room here to cut that ribbon. And I moved Lori's stuff she sent right over here, and where, oh, where are my pearl buttons? Oh, that's not black. I was just going to grab my black buttons. But you know, you can't do anything real quick when you have a gazillion things, right? And I'm out of time. I'm basically out of time. Oh, there they are. Oh, and there's that other ribbon that I thought I would incorporate. Oh, and Lori tied the oh, I'm sorry. Is that I used the wrong name then, Lori. Um this I could always do the thing where I use the ink to dye it a little bit and use some of this too. But yeah, you guys just refresh your page. And I mean, I've got my little thing here of black. I know I have some smaller black glass buttons, but oh gosh, I might have 3 that are all the same. But you know, just using some more of the cheesecloth or some other things, I'll be able to finish that off. And I'll definitely post a picture. I'm sure that everybody will post pictures of their finished products. This has been amazing. Lori at my Peddler's Alley gave us all great items to choose from, and was very generous. So definitely go check out her Etsy store. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the boho journal on a journey. But refresh your page for Jen. Thanks, guys. Bye.